that pluck like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full. Yeah.
New toys, convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm the connect, my boy. Off the top,
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full. Yeah.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them just like my keys drop.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Patterson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Allen off the bootleg. He'll swing this out to Moss. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Oh, good move. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And some space here. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. The Cowboys at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Allen. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. To the air, Allen. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A first update now out of Jacksonville. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Allen to throw once more. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. He finds his man. It's Charlie Kohler. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He finds his man Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll run with Patterson. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Third down, here's Patterson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have... as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bass is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
On the give, this is Harris. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. To throw is Prescott. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Harris. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Garabay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
16 more on that one and another first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he returns this to the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. Like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now left side on the swing pass. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. A right side run with Patterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
22 yards there, a 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills have cut the lead back down to 2.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Allen will try to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Prescott off play action. On the crossing route, he finds Kohler. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they start the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run again with Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Prescott now. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They hand this off to Harris. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay. He connected on his first, this from 41. Garibay's kick is good, and it will push the lead up to 5. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Forward by Allen on a jet sweep. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Allen. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Patterson, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through.
Defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. A give to Harris. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Jonathan Garibay out there now, and this is a big pressure spot. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Garibay's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Patterson running between the tackles. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the 41, Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Allen. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Oh, Prescott stripped. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Moss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Zach Moss, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. from the 6. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Dak. Eluding the pressure right. Finding Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That's caught by Tolbert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Dak. Right back to Tolbert. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Prescott. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Buffalo, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.